One machine has dominated the last two series of Robot Wars, designed and driven by George Francis, Chaos 2. In the third war, it became the first machine to toss another out of the arena. Chaos 2 were the champions. Then they returned for the fourth war, stronger than ever, with the flippability factor higher. Chaos 2 created history by retaining the title. Can they sweep all before once more? Can George Francis now make it a hat-trick? Welcome to Robot Wars, the Fifth Wars.
Please welcome the Master of Mayhem, Craig Charles.
Yes, my friends, we've been patient. We've stayed calm, but it's time to unleash robotic hell once more. Because at last, it's Robot Wars, the Fifth War! The last war took Robot Wars to new heights of destruction, with robots more brutal than ever. But who knows what new fighting machines are lurking in the trenches? New designs, new weapons, new ways to cause total chaos. So are we ready for some action? Well, the sparks are going to fly in the war zone fairly soon. But Philippa, are they already flying in the pits?
Of course they are. The sparks are already flying in the pits. The smell of the welding. It's good to be back. It feels like I've never been away. As you've just seen, this show is bound to be a belter. So let's have a look at some of the Robot Wars veterans on the show tonight. Ranked 24, sorry mate, I didn't see you. Smidsy's back in town. Great team and a good robot, low to the ground with plenty of pushing power. And this year they've added a spinning disc weapon. Next, gleaming under the Warzone lights, it's the sleek and shiny Steel Avenger, a powerful axe, and this year back with an improved Shrymech and a breastplate or two. And finally, reigning champions and ranked #1, Chaos 2 returns to the arena tonight in their quest to be champions for the third time in a row. A phenomenal flipper that can toss over 100 kilograms out of the arena. And as we know, that's George Francis's party trick. And as if that weren't enough, we've also got 5 robotic rookies, untried and untested. But who knows, one of them could make it all the way through and become grand champion of the 5th Robot Wars. The tension is just too high. Craig, get it started.
Well, not only is Chaos 2 back to flip some of these new boys into shape, but so is the ultimate mechanical menace, the House Robots.
A nightmarish identity parade of our 5 mean, menacing motorised mayhem makers watched over by the Refbot. This is no waltzing Matilda, but if Matilda dances with you, it's a dance of death. Her tusks can rip and pneumatically flip. It's a breeze for Tildy. Her spinning rear flywheel is 27 kilos in weight. The matriarch of mayhem, the mistress of mischief, Matilda. Dead metal is what you'll become. Torn, twisted robo-remnants if you get caught by the pneumatic pincers or trashed by the 3,000 RPM circular saw. Shunt is the lightest of our house robots at 105 kilos, but quick and manoeuvrable. It can bulldoze, or with the fearsome axe, Shunt will blunt the brightest of hopes. Sergeant Bash is on parade with its long-range flamethrower and a punishing pair of pincers. A machine of war, it obeys no law. And finally, Sir Killalot, our master of disaster. 200 kilos of gloom and doom, the lance to chew, the hydraulic claw to cut through, a nip and tuck, and you're out of luck. The 5 riders of the robotic storm, take them on at your peril.
If they come out to play, stay out of the way. And taking them on each time will be 8 brave, or is it stupid, new robots. One will survive to come back for our series semi-finals. The others, well, who cares? It's show no mercy time. Jonathan, who are our first victims?
Thanks, Craig. As you say, it's great to be back for the 5th Wars. Lots of new robots, some old faces, and a crowd just thirsting for carnage. And from what I've seen in the pits, that's what they're going to get. So let's go down for the destruction and see the lineup for the first round.
4 eliminator battles. The draw has kept the experienced Chaos 2, Smidsy and the Steel Avenger apart. One newcomer, 86452, or the T-Bone will go through. Watch out for the T-Bone. I've seen them in the pits, and they're fairly impressive.
So, folks, this is it. Are you ready for mayhem? Well, Let the wars begin!
From Bramford, Ipswich, Chaos 2.
The role model for so many flippers, and it now has more push and power. CO2 powered from a fire extinguisher and up to 20 miles an hour. It's the quickest in the heat.
From Methley, Leeds in Yorkshire, Storm.
The debut for this three-wheeled cylindrical Stormbringer with a top-mounted axe or spiked arm and front flipper. The skin is armour-plated aluminium.
Roboteers, stand by.
The Storm Force team, Adam Bonham driving, Dave Bewley at the weapons, and George Francis, of course, at the controls of Chaos 2. In the arena for the house robot, Sergeant Bash with the flamethrower and the pincers. And battling with him, Matilda. Watch for the tusks and the twin. Chaos 2 confirmation. They go through. Storm Force out. Smidsy against Obsidian. They're next up.
From Mikolova in Derby, Obsidian.
It looks like a stealth bomber with a black carbon fibre cladding, and aircraft-grade materials have been used. The weapon is a solid titanium articulated accelerating motion axe. Now you know.
From cyberspace, Smidsy.
A four-wheel drive invertible robot of tough and compact construction. The front panel includes twin fang jaws capable of a variety of offensive manoeuvres.
Roboteers, stand by.
Let's have a look at Smidsy, Robin Bennett at the controls, Mick Reed and Andy Pugh in there, and Obsidian, Phil Upton, Steve Coley, and little Jay Corton on the left. The house robots, Sergeant Bash once again. Look out for the pincers this time. And the cruel and rather grotesque Matilda.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Smidsy on the left, seated number 24, but they've never previously beyond the heat. There's the big axe coming down of Obsidian, and on full impact, that axe, they say, travels at 100 miles an hour. Doesn't look like it to me. It looks a wee bit flimsy. We've seen there the controls of Smidsy, the more experienced robot, driving on against Obsidian, making its Robot Wars bow, but backing almost into Matilda there. Smidsy on the attack again. And you can see already, look, damage to the black carbon fibre cladding of Obsidian. And they're in a CPZ, they're just out now, but I don't think they've got full control. They seem to be spinning very much in one direction only. Smidsy backs away. Obsidian now under pressure from Matilda and Sergeant Bash as well. Are they fully under control there, Obsidian, with the electric 24-volt, 750-watt motorisation? Again, Smidsy comes in on the attack, this time, of course, with the new spinning disc for Robot Wars 5. Phil Upton and Steve Coley at the controls of Obsidian try and get some movement, but they're wedged in there against the side wall, pushed by Smidsy, creating damage all the while. They're crumpled, they're bruised, they're battered, they're scratched. Custom design is Obsidian, but all the design work in the world will not save you from the red box count. Down it goes, and the jaws of Smidsy open in a victory grin. The red box count is complete. It's all over for Obsidian. Sergeant Bash will perform the last rites for Phil and Steve's robot. It is nudged away, I would imagine, towards the pit of oblivion. Oh no! Matilda's flywheel, look at the damage there! Smash! Rip! Tear! And let's face it, Roboteers, we love it! Matilda with a side attack, slicing through that armour of Obsidian as if it is mere paper or cardboard. Matilda wants some fun. The Smidsy team look on as Obsidian, their brave Eliminator competitors, are edged towards this. If you haven't seen it before, that's what happens from the arena floor flipper. Obsidian, our second newcomers, have already gone home. Smidsy through, 8645T and T-Bone next up.
From Carlton in Nottingham, T-Bone.
Will this 24-volt wheelchair motor-driven hunk of botic beef give us something to get our teeth into, or will the 2,000 RPM front spinning disc move into the next round?
From Lichfield in Staffordshire, 8645T.
Classic wedge-shaped beast of a machine. The front flipper is CO2 hydraulically powered and operates at a full pressure of 750 psi. The rear spike looks mean, but is it just for show?
Roboteers, stand by.
The T-Bone team, husband and wife Paul and Angela Gibbs, John Findlay in there, and 8645T, John Lear at the controls, son John and nephew James. And the house robots this time, Sir Killalot with the crushing claws and the mighty lance. And the first sight in Robot Wars 5 of Shunt with a huge pushing power.
3, 2, 1, activate.
So T-Bone on the left-hand side. Look for the spinning disc at the front to carve into 8645T, so named because they say when you squint at that number, it spells the name Beast. Looking underneath T-Bone. T-Bone's disc has stopped spinning. That is a major worry for Paul Gibbs at the controls. He needs to rev up that weapon once again. It is not working. And therefore, T-Bone has been somewhat filleted. The Beast's flipper, almost like a pendulum motion with that rear spike or axe, but T-Bone has gone for the pit release button. There you can see it descending, so T-Bone, without the weaponry, thinks I'm going to have to push and shove the Beast into the pit here, otherwise I could go out. But the Beast has some push of its own. Can the T-Bone dig its hooves in here? Is the spinning disc working? They're very close to being pushed in, it would seem, by the Beast. Who has the more traction? Who has the bigger pushing power? The Beast 100 kilos, 2 kilos heavier than the T-Bone, and the clock is ticking down before we go to a judge's decision. It could be very, very close. They will mark on style, control, damage and aggression. It goes to the judges. Very close decision for our three robotic electronics boffins. On the left-hand side, Matt Irvin, Professor Noel Sharkey and Dr. Myra Wilson. This is what they're marking on. T-Bone away from the spike of the Beast. Lost power from its own weapon, could be decisive. The Beast doing a lot of work, but then that was a good move by the T-Bone to release the pit. In came the Beast, though, with a side slam. The weapon wasn't working fully, I don't think so. I can't guess this one, I really can't.
The judges have made their decision. T-Bone, very fine robot, very well supported. But they lost! The winner, 8645T!
The Beast chewed up the T-Bone and spat him out. Next up, Steel Avenger and the Tartan Terror.
From Holton St Mary in Colchester, Essex, the Steel Avenger.
Won the Best Engineered Robot Award in Series 4. It has a pneumatic axe, front blade, spikes and a rear flipper. I think the 2 centimetre ground clearance is too high, though.
From Fish Cross, Alloa Fife in Scotland, the Tartan Terror.
A Highland Warrior with shield and claymore, based on a whiskey cask. The weapon is an axe. The exterior is wood with iron hoops on that cask.
Roboteers, stand by.
The Tartan Terror team, Duncan Stewart at the controls. And for the Steel Avenger, there's John and Jackie Willoughby with Tony Bates in there as well. And in the arena for us, Sir Killalot with the crushing claws. I think it is invincible. And so is Shunt for me, although some say it can't self-right. Put it to the test.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Tartan Terror at the top of your picture, built from a whiskey cask.
they've been having a few drops of the hard stuff in the pits because it was very slow and sluggish to get out from the arena side wall. They are spinning madly and lurching here from pillar to post, the Tartan Terror. What is going on? The bottom there is steel with wood cladding covered by the tartan kilt, but it won't fool anyone. It certainly won't fool Sir Killalot. And T3, if it lasts 3 minutes, to be honest, will do well. The ball and chain weaponry, I think, has already come loose, hasn't it? There on the bottom of the Tartan Terror. Who's it terrorising then? Certainly not the Steel Avenger. Even a Feather Duster can do that sort of damage. Bravely carrying the Scottish flag. But will the Steel Avenger send them homeward? To think again. The Tartan Terror is already, for me, a beaten force, and this is Culloden all over again. Oh dear. The whiskey barrel, I think, has been punctured. And in comes the Steel Avenger once again. The sober-looking Jackie Willoughby with another slam of the axe. For me, that's 1 over the 8 slams by the axe so far. Is the kilt coming off? Oh, please, let's see what's on underneath. The Tartan Terror. No sporran. There you can see the wooden boards. A weak link of the Tartan Terror. Well, if you don't first succeed, Tartan Terror team, please do not, like Robbie the Bruce, try again. Not with this machine, because it isn't going to go very far, I wouldn't think. And the ref bot agrees with me and starts counting them down. 7, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. And you're going home, boys. Marvellous stuff. Duncan Stewart, Kenny Ross and John Reekie, you've done us proud. Smashing fun and entertainment from the Tartan Terror boys. Shame they've gone home so early. Before last orders. But there you go. The Tartan Terror. Oh, don't put whiskey on a flame, whatever you do. They've loved it. We've loved having them here as well. You smell the smoking whiskey. It's enough to get us laughing up here after all. They're on fire. Shunt has a look. Look at the wheels. What are they made of? Cardboard box? The kilt's on fire. All we needed was a burning tam o' shanter. What happened to the claymore and the dirk? What happened to the rampaging Scots? What happened to Braveheart? Shunt on fire? They're still in there trying to control something. Shunt's not on fire. Well, a little bit. I think it's actually remnants of Tartan Terror kilt. And they're flung and flicked over. A little Highland fling to end it all. We've tossed the caber in Robot Wars 5. We were expecting a sort of Loch Ness monster. But in the end, we've got a tattered Tartan Terror. Bash and a crash. And in goes our own Knight of the Realm for the kill. Back on the floor, Flip. Oh, they're trying to get away. They nearly got away, but not quite. Oh dear, the demise of the Tartan Terror are 4 Eliminator winners. Chaos 2, Smidsy, 8645 T the Beast and the Steel Avenger. And this is the way they line up then. In a minute, Smidsy against the Beast, but first up, Chaos 2 and the Steel Avenger.
And so, 4 robots have survived, but only the toughest endure the heat semi-finals.
They may be through round 1, but they're out of the frying pan and into the fire. How are you feeling about fighting Chaos 2 in the next round?
Perfectly calm.
Not. Yes. Any tactics?
When you know you're about to fly out of the arena, it all goes out your head.
Okay, I get the general gist. No planning at all going into their fighting. But of course, the master tacticians, you don't get into grand finals and beyond the grand finals without working out what you're going to do in advance. So what are you going to do in round 2?
Hit them and flip them, as usual.
Hit and flip them. It's quite simple, really, isn't it?
From Bramford, Chaos 2.
Hello, we're the KS2 team. I'm Ian Swan, this is George Francis, the captain, and my son Richard Swan. KS2 this year has got bigger rams for more flipping power and a larger gas bottle to give us more flips. We've won it the last 2 years, let's hope we can do it for the third year.
From Holton St Mary, Steel Avenger.
Hi, I'm John, this is Jackie, and this is Tony, and this is our robot, the Steel Avenger. And we're back for the 5th Wars this year, and we're hoping to go further and do better than before. And this year we've made some improvements. We've got a bigger ram inside, which fires the axe. The ram delivers 500 pounds of thrust. We've got a new uprighting mechanism, which is these 2 arms that come out, and they're joined to a lifter, which is our second weapon for this year. It can easily lift 100 kilos, so we're hoping to do some damage this year.
Roboteers, stand by.
Chaos 2, twice a series champion and also a grand finalist in Series 2. There's the Steel Avenger team, never before beyond the heats. Sergeant Bash. A long-range weapon is the main strength. And my favourite, you all know that, the gorgeous Matilda.
3, 2, 1, activate.
This for a place in the heat final. Can anyone stop Chaos 2's rampage to glory once again? The Steel Avenger, not with form like that. Flipped up onto their side. In comes Chaos again. More power, the bigger CO2 bottle. Steel Avenger using its 3-men. The self-righting mechanism, abbreviated in the Robot Wars lexicon to 3-men. Onto its side. Can they get up and over again? Another buffeting and a bashing from Chaos 2, brilliantly controlled as ever by George Francis. On the attack, once and twice and thrice, the Steel Avenger. All chrome and shiny steel. But all that glitters is not gold, perhaps, for John and Jackie Willoughby and Tony Bates, because already they're up against it. There's John at the controls. They turn. They try and perhaps wedge it underneath Chaos 2. Wrong tactics. Chaos 2 lifts. It comes thundering down this 100-kilo machine, the Steel Avenger. Can get up to 15 mile an hour top speeds. Once again, though, that 2-centimetre ground clearance is the Achilles heel. I thought it might be right at the start of the programme, because there you can see Chaos 2 can get in underneath. And if it can get that flipper underneath the Steel Avenger again, that close to the arena sidewall, the Avenger could be out. Created history in Series 3 of Robot Wars by flipping Firestorm out of the arena, the first ever robot to do so. And there they go! The Steel Avenger, I thought that's the way it was going to end, and even they loved it. Systematically pushed towards the arena sidewall, and in the end, over and out.
Well, there's no judges' decisions when this guy is in town. Finesse, power, the winner, the champion, Chaos 2! Fantastic self-writing. And you know something? When I saw the draw, I thought, you're in with a chance, because there's one thing Chaos 2 is vulnerable to. It's axes.
Yeah. He's very nippy, though. I mean, we got him once, I think.
He's so manoeuvrable, isn't he?
Oh, yes, he is.
He's so manoeuvrable,
Yeah.
and he just couldn't land the axe.
No, I tried
Difficult,
really
huh?
hard.
Did you?
Believe me, I tried.
You were trying to get right through the top. Self-writer worked brilliantly.
Brilliant, yeah. First time it's worked properly.
You've enjoyed it.
Great fun, brilliant fight.
I'll tell you one
Great.
thing, though. Coming up against the 2-time reigning champion, you must think when you... What did you think when you saw the draw?
Well, it's yeah, I thought it'd be a fight of our lives so far.
All right.
So I was looking forward to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, commiserations for Steel Avenger! You're vulnerable. You're vulnerable to axe, George.
Yes. Yeah, it's a really good robot. They got us at least twice with the axe, if not more.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah.
But, you know, you kept going. You're very nippy. You're very manoeuvrable. He couldn't land his axe that much on you. And, of course, you pull it out of the bag, you flip him right out of the arena.
Yep. Great feeling. Yeah.
Are you still feeling quietly confident?
Yeah, not too. Yeah, you know, the competition still keeps improving. So.
I mean,
we'll see.
if you win the UK Championship 3 times, I think we have to give you something to keep forever, don't we, or something? Philippa, please. Pardon?
Philippa, please.
Philippa, please! What about Not me! Ladies and gentlemen, Chaos 2!
Presented to George Francis and Chaos 2 in memory of all the lights you've busted, and just to say, do it again and you die.
Oh, well, if no robots get you, the team will.
One of our studio lights added to the Chaos 2 trophy cabinet. Next up, Smidsy against 8645T, the Beast.
Beast. Not me. The family team from Lichfield are also through to the second round. How did it feel before?
Scary.
How does it feel now?
Scary.
And you know who you're fighting, don't you? Scary? No? Oh, good. You got a present for me, did you say earlier? What is it?
A hat.
Oh. Right then. Thanks for that.
Okay.
Should keep me warm. Come round the corner, meet the opposition. Whose team do you think I'm on?
Hard luck.
You scared? Are you scared?
No, not really.
Not in the slightest?
Yeah, a little bit. You can't think that you're definitely going to win, but
But
I
those
think we're going to
little
be okay.
faces, you can't be mean
But
to
he's
them,
heartless. There's no
robot.
problem. The Robin's just such a dryer. He'll go in there and he doesn't care about small cute kids or anything. He'll just smash up the robot and away you go.
It's terrible here.
From Lichfield, 8645T.
Hi, I'm John Lear. This is my robot at the 8645T with a team from Lichfield. My son, John Lear.
Hi.
And my nephew, James Wood. We have a hydraulically powered front flipper with a rear spike. It works on full bore gas and we're here to do some mean damage against T-Bone.
From cyberspace, Smidsy.
Hi, I'm Mike. This is Andy and Robin, Team Mixing Robot Smidsy. We've updated the speed controllers so that we've got a lot more power, completely rebuilt the chassis, which allows us to put in a 12.5 kilo disc, 200 mile per hour at the teeth. Last year we got to our heat final, went out to Panic Attack. We'll do fine this year, providing we don't meet a previous winner.
Roboteers, stand by.
Well, they're not up against previous winners Chaos 2 yet. They're up against the Beast team there, with John Lear at the controls, and there's Robin at the controls of Smidsy to the left. Shunt is in the arena. The diamond-edged axe and scoop will get you if Sir Killalot doesn't with the lance. Petrol driven.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Smidsy starting off as the favourites with their previous experience, beaten in the Heaths in Series 3 and in Series 4 by Panic Attack. No disgrace in that, but they've been pinned down by the Beast Axe. Can they spin around here, Smidsy, and get that 12-kilo spinning disc into play? Shunt gets its axe onto the axe of the Beast. One slam, picks it up. In underneath goes Smidsy. The Beast's ground clearance, 1.2 centimetres. Wedge shape with the front prongs there. Exposed, Beast on its side. This is all the work being done by Smidsy. Great tactics as well, because they pushed there the Beast into the CPZ, the corner patrol zone, and then the house robots can take over, and therefore Smidsy conserves its energy for what looks like the heat final against Chaos 2, because Killalot has the Beast in its grip. Out it comes, bashes down, yet they can still motor away there, 24-volt powered, the Beast. As I said before, if you squint at the numbers and the letter 8645T, you can see the Beast's name written. Well, they're squinting now, but they're squinting in pain, and the jaws of Smidsy has them. Over goes the Beast. It's hardly growling, it's hardly roaring. It's a little bit of a meowing beast out there, to be honest. Oh, a spark came off there, it's on the flame pit. I certainly think it's all over for the Beast now. They can't get that great scything axe into play. The red bot's having a look. There's the Smidsy team looking on, and the red bot starts its countdown. The pit of doom starts to descend. Smidsy awaits its chance. It's all over for the Beast. They're out. Smidsy goes through to the heat final, and now, of course, all that's left to be done is to sweep up the rubbish. And that's what the beast has become, I'm afraid to say. Robot Wars is hard, it's cruel, it's clinical, it's cynical, and we love to see them defeated and mashed and bashed and crumpled. Go on, get it onto that floor flipper killer. No, that's not part of the script, actually. You shouldn't be getting away at this late stage. Oh, I wanted to see the beast fly.
Well, 8645T is the number of the beast, but it's not a lucky number. Smidsy are victorious! Easy peasy.
Yeah, we're useless, aren't we?
It went really well, didn't it?
Yeah, we got him. We were a bit worried when we were coming in, but once we started to see we were all over him, it was not too bad.
What about him worried you?
The axe. We're quite low, we're very flat, we're a lovely target for a good axe.
Kept getting stuck on the arena floor as well, didn't it?
It's got lots of power, that axe.
It has got lots of power, but I mean, yours is a powerful robot as well.
Well, we've got lots of push.
You've got lots of push, you push them into the CPZ, Killalot gets hold of them, it's all over.
That's it, it's the best tactic. But it's only tactic when you've got no weapons.
Are you ever going to put a weapon on that robot?
Well, we've got a disc, but he's got such thick armour. Yeah. He's got about 3 layers of armour, all of which is thicker than any of ours. He's a really, really sturdy robot.
Ladies and gentlemen, go ballistic, it's Smidsy!
Yum, yum, yum. Smidsy munched the beast, and out they go. Smidsy into the Heat A final against Chaos 2, the reigning British champions.
So what a brilliant start to the series, exactly what we wanted from the Fifth War, but our first heat final is about to get underway, so let's remind ourselves how our finalists got here.
Smidsy had been obsessed with getting this far, and Obsidian were the first to go. They flew away. Next up, the Beast, the battle we've just seen. The taming of the Beast. Chaos 2 started its defence of the title by blowing away the Storm. One flip after another left the Storm becalmed. Then it was the Steel Avenger, and look at the might and power of Chaos 2. Can anything stop this? Smidsy, start a shaking and a quaking.
You gotta feel sorry for the Smidsy team here.
We do.
To come so far, you do, and then be up against Chaos 2.
We're going exactly to plan. We put off fighting Chaos 2 as long as possible. I mean, that's what we said at the beginning, and here we are. You know?
At the end of the day, I've been thinking about it quite carefully, and those little gnashing jaws of doom ain't gonna do much good.
Well, we run both ways up. That's the sort of robot that needs to beat Chaos 2. I mean, anything...
Is that both ways up inside the arena or both ways up outside the arena?
Oh, he flips us out while we've still got lots of battery. The crew best run. That would be mean. And they're softer.
Okay. What are you feeling about them?
Don't like the look of the disc on the back.
Don't you? Is that your major worry?
It is, yeah.
Okay. You're very good, though, aren't you? You're never smug. You never just think you're going to win.
Well, we know too well how easy it is to get beaten. You know, anything can happen, can't it?
I know. But we think we know what's going to happen.
We have a sneaky suspicion.
Yeah. See you on the other side.
And so sadly, we come to the end. The only thing standing between our 2 surviving robots and victory is each other. Let the heat final begin! There's no doubt that time, the winner, the 2 times UK champion, the mighty Chaos 2! Guys, come here. Listen, you came so frighteningly close. They couldn't get off their back in that first abandoned battle. You were stuck, but you were frantically trying to get off the barrier, and if you could have got off the barrier, you could have just finished them off.
Well, we were wobbling there, and when a rally car gets stuck in mud, they wobble it, and it'll eventually go. And we were going for that. Just took us too long. There are rules. There's only so long you can stick there for. You have to abide by them.
And then, of course, in the rematch.
Power pin flicked out. I'm going to regret thumping that in for a while.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it as it came out the arena, dangling up the top.
Removable link. You've got to have a removal link, and ours fell out.
Yeah, it's removed. But he would have got us out of the ring anyway.
Pardon?
It's just incredible driving.
He
Anywhere
is.
we went, he was there. We were over again and again. He would have got us out sooner or later.
Can I just say something? You are very, very gallant in defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, please, commiserations for Smidsy! Well...
What a great team, eh?
What a great team. What a great battle, though.
Oh, what a very relieved driver I am.
Hey, it was heart attack time, wasn't it?
Oh, terrible, yeah.
How come you couldn't get off your back?
I couldn't see it from here, but I think the Smidsy actually broke my front cover.
Yeah.
So I hadn't quite got enough leverage to self-right. But I stood them up against the fence, and occasionally if I fire it without any weight on, I turn myself over backwards.
It was touch and go. They were moving backwards and forwards, trying to get off the barrier. And if they did get off the barrier, that was you out of the competition.
Yeah, exactly. That's the emotional rollercoaster that is Robot Wars.
You're through to the series semi-finals. Are we going to have heart attacks all the way now?
Almost certainly, yeah.
Let's hope so. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise the roof for Chaos 2! Forget imitations from foreign shores. We're the first, we're the best, we're Robot Wars. Bye-bye. Congratulations.
Celebrities step up to try and be pointless next tonight here on Challenge. Across on Pick in Stargate SG-1, a strange man implants the consciousness of the SG-1 team into robots. Mind blown. Quite literally, I think.